Alright, welcome to Chaka Quantics. Now in this tutorial I'll be putting us through how to prepare analysis for structural steel works. Alright, structural steel works. Now structural steel works comes in different sections. Alright, you have the universal beam, you have the universal column and the likes. And most of the times they come with their respective weights, that is their respective weight in kg per meter. Now take for instance what I have here. I have 230 by 133 by 30 kg per meter, a universal beam, right? And it could be a universal column. 356 by 171 mm by 57 kg per meter, universal beam or universal column. 40, they come in 40 feet, right? Some of them come in 20 feet. Okay, all right. Now basically, like I always say, rate analysis has three major components. You have the material component, you have the labor component, and you have the profit and overhead component. And where dictionaries are deployed, you state them also. All right. Okay, now this is what we have here. We have this item 230 by 133. We have this item 356 by 171. This is 406 by 140. This is 203 by 103. This is 203 by 133. All right. Okay. Now these prices you're seeing, these prices, this price and this price, they are at January. I did this project January. Yeah, right. How will you? Yes. January. Yes. Okay, January into February. January into February. Right. This is the market survey as a January into February. So, and if you want to prepare yours, basically go for your market survey, and boom, you are good to go. You have the material, you have the labor, you have the profit and overhead. The same thing, same method, same methodology, right? Just get to understand how much is the current going price for that particular item you're working on, and put them in the templates, and you're good to go. All right, let's jump in. I have this item here, which is 230 by 133 by 30 kg per meter. Now it comes in 40 feet, right? It comes in 40 feet, as you can see here. The same thing, this is 356 by 171 by 57. It comes in 40 feet. See this one here, this one in 40 feet too. Interesting. This item here, okay, this angle iron comes in 20 feet, and I think channels too. Channels also, they come in 20 feet. Right, angle iron comes in 20 feet. But majorly the universal beam, the universal column, they come in 40 feet, right? And 1 foot is 300 mm or 0.3 meters, right? So if I have 40 feet, this is 40 times 0.3, which is 12 meters, right? That is how they come. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, leave it. All right. Now let's take this first item here. Now the market survey says this universal beam is 430,000 naira per length per every 12 meter. It is 430,000 naira. Of course, see, the weight is there, 30 kg per meter. It means every 1 meter of it weighs 30 kg. Yeah, that's heavy. Okay. Now, but I'm not looking for the whole 30 kg. Neither am I looking for the whole 40 feet, right? I just look for the whole 12 meter. I just want a kg per meter. Kg per meter. That's just all I need. All right. Now let's see how we go about it. And this is 430,000. Now this is for 30 kg. Now, what about for 1 kg? I divide by 30. Right? I still left it at 12 meter. Right, I'm putting my hand on the screen. All right. Okay, I select that 12 meter. All right, now of course these sections are usually very heavy, so we'll allow for transportation, loading and offloading 10%, 5% loading and offloading, and stacking also, because you have to stack them. All right, say 10%. Now of course definitely you're going to be waste. You have to have your cut waste. Definitely you're going to have waste, and one thing with steel is they are most at times difficult to reuse, except in very rare occasions when you have to start welding them together, or you have to use plates to join two sections to go good. Use plates to join two sections together. Right, use plates to join two sections together with very good bolting. Okay, we'll say we'll allow, we say 5%. Now of course we'll allow for consumables. You don't say consumables. Now there are times you will need to get electrodes. Electrodes are basically used for welding. Right, at times you need to weld some sections, at times you need to bolt some sections. So allow for consumables, say 2.5%. So if I sum them up, I have 16,841.67 kobo. Of course I need to hoist. I need to put them in place. All right, I need to put the steel sections in position, say 20%. All right, so if I add, I have this, and I add my profit and overhead, say 20% also. Now profit and overhead varies. It varies. Also transportation, loading and offloading, it varies. It depends on the distance. If I live in Lagos, I want to buy these sections from Abuja, or I want to bring them in from Ogun, a nearby state, Ogun State, the transportation, loading and offloading will not be the same thing. The same way, if I want to buy from Ogun State or from Ibadan. Ogun State is closer to Lagos than Ibadan, so their transportation, loading and unloading is going to vary. So it also depends on your location, so you need to look at it critically. So allow for 20% profit and profit, and also it varies for depending on the size of the company. One company may say, I need this job very well, bring down my profit and overhead. Another one will say, please, I am full, I have a lot of work. If this man will not give me this project at 40%, 50% profit and overhead, let him keep it. I have enough job already. You see, it just varies from size, from one size of a company's overhead to another. All right, at 20% profit and overhead, I have 4,042 naira, which is this. If I add them up, I have this. All right, but remember what I did here. I was only doing for 1 kg, but still per 12 meters. All right, now if I want for 1 kg per meter, cost per kg per meter, I divide by 12. Now I am having for 1 kg per meter. Now of course, if I want to have it per ton, you just multiply by 1,000. Right, 1,000 kg is equal to 1,000 kg is equal to 1 ton. All right, that's why I multiply by 1,000 here. Let me leave this. I think I did one here also. Let me put it in red. All right, so this is basically how. Now if I want to, from here, I want to say, okay, let's say this is already kg per 12 meter. If I want to do kg per meter here, I just divide this by 12. Right, by the time I apply every other thing here, I am going to arrive at the same thing. Not this one you're seeing here now. If I begin to adjust, I am going to arrive at the same thing. All right, you are definitely going to arrive at the same thing. You can try it and hit me up in the comment section. All right, now let's see. This is 356 by 171 by 57 kg per meter. A universal beam also, or universal column if you call it that way. But the description in the drawing I worked with is universal beam, so it is 800,000. The same thing I did, same process I followed. All right, for 1 kg I divide by 57. This is what you see here. Right, for one, this is for 57 kg. What about for 1 kg? All right, so add transportation, loading and unloading, add waste, I'm having a waste here of 7.5%. okay, let me use a waste of 5%. I already reduced all the wastes to 5%. Alright, so we have this. Allow for consumables also. Now add labor hosting, you have this. Then your profit and overhead per ton is this. Okay, the same thing goes for 406 by 140 by 46 kg per meter. It is sold at that time at 1 million naira at every 12 meters. A million naira per 12, every length. One length is 12 meters. All right, the same thing will apply. Per ton will have 2.66. Okay, before I now, of course, if you see what I have here, I didn't allow for painting and accessories, right? I made these, they are measured separately. So I priced them separately. All right, if you want to allow it here, 2.5% for accessories, 2.5% painting. If you want to allow it in your rate analysis sheet, 2.5% accessories, 2.5% painting. All right, I hope that is clear. Now the same thing, look at this universal beam here. This is 203 by 103 by 30 kg per meter. This is they are online. You can browse, you can check them, you can check these weights per meter. They are online, and there's a steel document also. If you have, like I do, they are also inside. All right, now the same thing here, and this is sold at 625,000 at January. So please, you need to know the price of that particular section you're working on as at that time you're working on it. And this is 680,000, 203 by 133 by 30 kg for the same 40 feet. All right, so if I apply the same method like I did above, this is 2.97, this is 3.9. You see, they are having different rates per ton. You seen it, right? They're having different rates per ton. Now, because they are not the same sections, they don't have the same weights per meter. That is why you're seeing them. They're having now in the work I did, I have all these sections in that part. Is a factory. All right, it's a factory. Okay, so all these sections are represented in that particular in that design. Okay, let me come here. Now this is angle iron, right? 80 by 80 by 6 mm by 9.63 kg per meter. Now angle iron 80 by 80, you can also check it. It is 9.63 kg per meter. 50 by 50 is there, 60 by 60 is there. So whichever one you want to apply, just put everything. Get the current price. As this is a January 65,000. Get the current price, incorporate it into the template, and boom, you have your cost either per ton, or you want it per ton, or you want it per kg. Okay, now what we have here is this. The same method, the same process. I did the same thing. The only difference is that they have different weight, and they have different prices per meter. Now this is what you have for angle iron. All right, at 23,870 naira.72 per ton. Now this is Z-purlin. 150 by 50. This is Z-purlin or Z-purlin, whichever you want to call it. Z-purlin. This is Z. This is Z-purlin. You see, from the description, you already know 150 by 50 by 2 mm by 4.44 kg per meter, and it is 20 feet. It's sold at 27,000 naira. So this 819,000 per ton. At 819 naira, 43 kobo per kg. All right. Now, if you look at in bills, you don't put their different rates. Right? They don't put their different rates. You see, all your steel has one rate, maybe 2 million, 2.3 million, 2.5 million, 2.6 million, as the case may be. All right. Now, if you have different with different type of steel sections in your drawing, in your design, it is easy. Prepare them singly. What do you have? Now, bring everything together. Take the average. It becomes that pattern for each and every one of them. And definitely you're going to make your exact profit on it. Take for instance, this is what I did here in this job I did for this client. Now this is what I have. This is 203 by 133. It is 2 million per ton. This is 1.7 million. It is 2.6 million, right? Now this is 2.9 million. This is 3.8 million, right? I was saying it, right? This is a 30 kg, 30 kg, 30 kg, right? This is 7.15 kg, very low compared to what we have above. Now if I take the average of this, having summed them 1 2 3 4 5, and I divided by 5, now you see 2.502302 8 point. That is the weight of steel per ton. Well, of course, these are 20% profit and overhead. 20% profit and overhead. Another person can make a 25% profit and overhead. Another person 30, another person 15. So that's why when you see a BOQ and different bills, and one is 2.5 million, another one is giving you 2.3 million, know that it is the ratio of their profit margin is different. It is different, not necessarily the price of the item. If they are in the same location, say within Lagos now, right? Within Lagos now, we have 3 bills and the steel rate is different. It means it is not the price of the material, because the price of the material might be the same thing or almost the same thing. It is the difference will be in their profit and overhead. Some might be higher and some might be lower, like I said, depending on the company's overhead and the amount of work the company has at that time. These are things that affect your profit and overhead, the percentage of profit and overhead. All right, so basically this is how you prepare the analysis for steel, so that next time when you see rate of steel, they say 2.5, and you say, but they have different section, how is it 2.5 million? This is how it is done, right? So jump off the wagon of John, what is the rate of steel? Tell me, what is the price of this item? What is the price of this? Now build your own rate. It gives you more confidence when you face your bosses or you face your clients. You want to talk about these items. All right, this is basically how you prepare rate analysis for structural steel works. I actually did this project for a client, all right, and I had to go through this rigor, prepare the rates so that I can price it effectively, and I also want you to do the same. All right, it is Chaka Quantics. If you're here to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do well, like, subscribe, comment, share our videos. I hope this video helps you in your academic pursuit. I hope it helps you in your professional career. Expect more and more professional videos from Chaka Quantics. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.